All right, guys, let's look at Victor Jones here, Olympia High School out there, Orlando, Florida. All right, Victor Jones is 6'2", 185 pounds. And you see probably wears number 10 because of DeAndre Hopkins. I'm not going to say he's going to be DeAndre Hopkins, but he's a taller wide receiver, all right, that has decent speed, but his real strengths are catching the ball in traffic, and his real strengths are his body and his frame. So you're projecting that Victor Jones Jr. is going to be a guy that's going to even fill out more, and is going to be a guy that's really going to help you down the road in terms of third down conversions, in terms of making plays. If you actually look at Nebraska last year, Victor Jones would have been a guy that would have complemented Toure really, really well. That's a good throw by the quarterback. You even want to see him maybe go attack that ball in the air, but he waits for it to come down, still makes a really good catch on the ball. So what Victor's going to be able to do is, he's a bigger wide receiver. There he shows good instinctual skills. He's very good in the return game. He's reliable, so he has return skills. Here you want to see him tuck that football there so he can finish that play. But Victor Jones at 6'2", he offers you something that the other receivers don't. You have Trey Palmer, who's on the smaller side. DeColdis is a guy who's a speedster, is very, very athletic, and who's very quick, but is around 6 feet. So when you put a really big physical corner on DeColdis, I believe that actually having Victor Jones will then force that bigger corner to guard Victor Jones, because Victor's going to be a guy that, once again, he gets in the weight room, and he could be a guy that boosts up to over 200 pounds. And, he's going to be a guy that his range and his catch radius, he does have talent. In terms of him cutting, that's something that's going to be improved. He does track the football very, very well. He is going to contribute on special teams. Here you do see him take a screen pass. Shows good, decent short area quickness. I mean, there's more home run hitters probably on the roster. But in terms of in the Big Ten, in the fourth quarter, you're talking about those big, third down conversions, your must-haves on third down. That's going to be a situation where Victor Jones is going to be very pivotal to Casey Thompson, to Mark Whipple, and to this offense. And we'll have to see again, if you could see the field this year, it's a very, very actually competitive wide receiver room. You have Oliver Martin there, and I think that this guy even might have, you have Oliver Martin. You also have Omar Manning, who I'm high on, contributing. I believe Betts is probably coming back. You have Crawford and Palmer that are going to be speedsters on the edge. So you're going to have, Crawford, Palmer, and of course Omar Manning's a guy with tons of experience, tons of upside. But Victor Jones should be able to get into the rotation. So what does he do best? Catching in traffic, breaking tackles, physical. A guy that can improve his speed, but a guy, too, that is going to be a reliable third down target to keep drives alive late in games and could salt away games and have big, big catches. And that's what's going to need to happen for Victor Jones.